Come on guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. I do appreciate the support. Guys, it's been some time since Allisha Watts' body has been found. Her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, James Dunmore, is in jail. The case is coming to a close. I seen a video a couple of days ago. I think she was found Wednesday, I think. And then Thursday, this video came out and he was talking about, he was giving dating advice and the importance of knowing who you're really, trying to build a relationship with. I thought it was very educational and I wanted to share this news clip with you guys because it had a couple of nuggets in it that I thought was worth bringing up. And especially with the case of Allisha Watts, one of the nuggets being if she knew about his past and if that was one of the contributing factors to him hurting her because she may have wanted to pull away from him. But I won't tell too much. I'll let you take a look at the video and then we'll come back and talk about it. But guys, pay attention. It has some very useful information. A lot of you ladies can use out there and a lot of guys as well. I mean, women aren't exempt from being crazy. So take a look. Let's talk about it when we come back.
Since the body of Allisha Watts was found in a cemetery in Montgomery County, and there are still a lot of unanswered questions about her death, many of them now focused on the man accused of her murder.
And her death also sparking conversations about dating and how to do it safely. Jamise Price took those questions to experts and joins us live in Moore County tonight. Jamise?
Steve, Allisha case resonated with a lot of people, especially those who are dating. And I often heard on the ground from those people who were searching for her that Allisha could have been me, a young woman that's dating but not knowing what's lurking in their partner's past. And in the case of James Dunmore, the man accused of killing Allisha, he has an alleged history of violence against women.
We have seen a very much increase in domestic violence related homicides this year.
And sadly, 39-year-old Allisha Watts is now among that number, a victim of domestic violence. Police say it was her then boyfriend, 51-year-old James Dunmore, who killed her. He was never listed as a suspect by police, but always a point of suspicion by her family and friends, as detailed in this 911 call after she disappeared.
Oh, this is just not her. It's kind of strange. And what frightens me because I know that she just started talking to this guy.
That guy is Dunmore. His records outline a violent past. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison on a felony assault and battery charge on a family member, plus a kidnapping charge back in 2002 in Virginia. He's also convicted of assault in North Carolina back in 2006. Documents obtained by ABC 11 allege Dunmore physically assaulted and abducted another woman in the Charlotte area in March. The complaint lists allegations of prior acts of violence to include choking, punching, and verbal attacks.
It can feel jarring to think you know someone, but find out new information, right?
And a letter from Allisha Watts' sister earlier this month questioned whether she had found out about Dunmore's past. Her sister wrote, "Your lies and deceit have a funny way of catching up with you, and just when the veil had been removed from my sister's eyes, she started to see the real you."
Risk of homicide drastically increases in abusive relationships when actually that person is leaving the relationship.
Nisha Williams is the legal director of the North Carolina Coalition Against Domestic Violence. She's encouraging women to find ways to protect themselves while dating. She suggests a background check, and turns out it's free at your county courthouse at the public service kiosk.
The red flags you might be looking for on a criminal background check would be things like a violation of a domestic violence protective order, or having a charge of an assault or an assault on a female.
And these background checks are a powerful tool. We did our own background check on Dunmore, and that's how we were able to find out about these violent convictions. But these background checks are just a safety resource, not a requirement. Advocates say that women should be able to date without a fear of losing their life. In Moore County.
All right, guys, that was a video. And I think it has some useful and helpful information for a lot of you people that are still dealing with dating sites. A couple of things, well, three things, I got them written up here so I won't lose my thought, make me think. The first thing is this. It said in this video that she was only with him a couple of months. Now, when the stories first came out, and this is one of the things, one of the problems I have, especially in my comment section with the facts a lot of times with following these news articles, is because depending on where you're at and who's saying the news, a lot of the small things be all mixed up. Now, when this first came out, right, it said she was with him for a year. They were dating for a year. Y'all remember that? Now it says 2 months. And this article right here, this news article, is the second article that said that. So I'm thinking, is it a year or is it a couple of months? If it's a couple of months, that's really bad for James Dunmore to have done that. You know what I'm saying? And if it was a couple of months, or even if it wasn't, I was thinking about something, guys. This guy has a history of fighting on women and stuff, right? Why did he decide to do her in? Any of y'all been thinking about that? Because I was just thinking about it prior to me doing this video. And I was like, you know what? She might have been the best he ever had. And he could not conceive her leaving him because he didn't feel as though he was that bad, or his life changed from just being around her. And I've experienced that myself. Trust me, I have more than enough juggernaut stories that I can tell on my live stream. And a lot of you guys have been asking for them. But I'm telling you, I know that feeling. You want to get away from somebody and they turn into another person because you see flags that you can't get past. And that's normal. Any human being to go through that, especially when you're dealing with these dating apps. Because, I mean, they got people catfishing and all kind of stuff, you know. So that's the first thing. How long was they really together? Second thing is this. Did you hear how the lady said violence? You know, you really see the spike in domestic violence a lot of times when one or the other person wants to leave, wants to call it quits. I don't know what it is where people cannot take rejection. If two people talk amongst themselves, me and a lady that I'm dating, and she says, Steve, this is not working for me. I'm sorry if I feel as though I wasted time. It's certain ways to say that. And it don't work out. The only people that know the truth is me and her. So why would you be embarrassed? Because if you're trying to build something and move forward and date with purpose with somebody, y'all hear me? You shouldn't be embarrassed about nothing. And it shouldn't be nothing they should tell you that put you in a blind rage and want to take their fucking life. And that's my thing. Like, I can't get past this. He's a man. He should have had better judgment. He went to the emotional side. It seemed like she was the one with the common sense. It's okay to walk away, man. It is. I mean, he carefully planned this stuff, and that's a lot of work. You know what I mean? I get tired running up the damn steps. You know what I'm saying? And like, you want to have somebody fight for their life, wrestle them, and do what you got to do, and then try to walk around like nothing happens. Third thing is this, before I get out of here. I like what she said at the end, where she said, you know, if you go through the right avenues, a background check is free. That's offered to everybody out there in all states. Now, I don't know any organizations, but if you guys look on the internet and you can find everything else, you can find that. It got to be a place where, you know, you can do a background check. Now, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times when they do background checks, it'd be women doing background checks on men. Nothing wrong with that. But a lot of men need to do background checks too. Because I'm going to tell you something. I was dating a girl one time, or I was about to date a girl one time, and somebody told me about her, like, yo, you know, she was in the news before. And I'm like, really? I didn't know nothing about it, because most of us don't watch the news like that. Come to find out, she had a horrific crime. And I was like, oh, I can't have you around my kid. You see what I'm saying? I never said nothing to her, but luckily somebody put it in my ear and then showed me the proof. It wasn't just hearsay, and I just backed off. You know what I mean? And like, the situation was so bad, it could have affected me to where I couldn't even be here today. So, I mean, it's no problem. And that, speaking from experience, you know, like she said, people shouldn't be out here. They dating with their life on the line. And I'm telling you, since this internet dating stuff has came out, it's opened the door for a lot of people that are in the house and can go behind a keyboard and be anybody they want to be here and here. Where they can be, basically here is where they're plotting to get here on you. And this is not just women, it's guys too. Certain things on a dating site, when I was on a dating app, it's certain things I wouldn't mess with. If you just showed your face, I couldn't mess with you. You know what I mean? Or you showing a picture where you was with a dude and you black his face out? Nah. Because there'll be a lot of people on there that are dating guys that they want to get away from. And all of a sudden, you know, they're just creeping with you to see if you're better than them. And then they'll get rid of him and then be with you. And then the cycle start all over again. So you got to be careful. You know, my whole thing is like, it's like people can't be honest no more. You know, there are people that'll play the game and act like they're interested in the same thing you're interested in just to get next to you, and then think, okay, when you get so close to me and you invested so much of your time and energy, when you find out that everything about me is a lie, you'll stay with me because you feel as though you don't want to walk away. Shit. Not everybody like that. My sanity means more to me than anything else. And I don't have a problem hurting somebody's feelings when I know they came at me under false pretense in the first place. Bottom line is this. It's not about me. This video right here is just informational. It's a lot of flags out here. The older you get to the point where there are things you will and will not tolerate. I think, honestly, maybe like the family member said, she saw through the veil of your BS and seen who you really was. That might have kicked it off to where, hey, this ain't working. I know about your past. I'm a professional woman. No offense. I'm trying to get to a certain level. And the little ticky-tack arguments we having right now are just setbacks that are minor, that are going to be major in the future for me. So I'm going to have to let you go. And he probably went off. That sounds somewhat right. But what you guys think? Leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. All in all, at 51 years old, this guy should have known better. And like I told you, when these guys get up there in age, who they are is who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That basically means a lot of people are set in their ways. He's set in his ways. This guy is a violent person. Don't really care about women. Selfish, insecure, what have you. And he's where he's at for a reason. There are a lot more out there like this. But ladies, gentlemen, it don't make you a bad person if you check on somebody's background. Jobs do it all the time. You know, and being in a relationship is a job. Being a boyfriend's a job. Being a husband is definitely a job, and a wife. So why not see if somebody really has the qualifications instead of taking their word for it? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stop making comments of me having the tank top on. And by the way, y'all been getting on me. I have been drinking water. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.